Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Geeks and Degenerates. Before we do the new Suicide Squad, we are doing the other one. So, back in 2016, this was the number 3 of the slate of the DCEU. Were you guys excited when this was coming out? Were you looking
Dude, I'm not. I'm so not paying attention to you right now.
what a lovely start.
What were you saying?
Eh. I mean, what? When this movie was coming out, were you guys excited? Were hopes up for it? Any thoughts?
Jomar, ano?
To be honest, yeah. Like, the trailer was very promising. I was really excited for the trailer. Especially when I heard the Joker laugh, I was like, oh shit. So they're going up against the Joker. I'm into that? Fuck yeah. Sadly disappointed. But yeah, I was excited for it. And I was it was kind of a letdown, in my opinion. How about you, Seb?
I was so fucking hyped for this movie because I was like, they're getting Deadshot, which means we're probably pretty close to getting Deathstroke. You know, like we're getting Deathstroke light. So I can expect my boy to be in the DCEU soon.
Deathstroke Zero.
And the trailers look great.
Ah.
Margot is a perfect Harley Quinn. Killer Croc's makeup was insane. Deadshot looked like he was about to be a very fresh Prince of Bel-Rev. Cara Delevingne was very Cara Delevingne, so I didn't really care. Joker looked like, you know, the very symbolism of why America's suffering from an opioid crisis right now. Like, he's a cautionary tale. I didn't like how he looked, but I expected good things from his acting because, you know, Oscar. But yeah, I was expecting many big things from this movie. Plus, it's David Ayer. Fury's fucking great. So, I didn't expect this movie to be bad in any way.
Well, for me, I was excited like the two of you, especially seeing the first teaser with Joker going, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really, really bad. It's like, alright, a perfect Joker. What could possibly go wrong with Jared Leto being the Joker?
Yeah.
And then...
And that scene wasn't in that movie, goddamn.
It was! What are you talking about?
Was it?
It was in the movie.
Oh, right. You're right. It was the cop that gave Deadshot a cookie. Right.
Yeah, I was very excited for this, and I was kind of in denial the first time I saw it. I was like, no, it was good. And then the second time second time I saw it, I was like, oh no. I see
because after I saw it, I hung out with you guys in the mall. And I just see Seb like, fucking movie's dumb. I'm like, why? What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. It was fun. It's like, here are the points, and you'll understand and you'll agree. I'm like, damn. He's out of line, but he's right.
Denial.
I was definitely not out of line. For once, I was definitely not out of line. I was definitely objectively correct about this. Suicide Squad was a trash movie. It's the worst.
It's a trash movie.
It's the worst thing I've seen since Facing the Giants. Don't quit! Don't quit! The Lord has given you great potential to lead, Brock. Anyway, back to the subject at hand.
But yeah, denial is a very powerful drug, as you can see from Jomer Denial.
Also, a very famous river in Egypt.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Seb, why?
Sorry.
There were a lot of known DC villains in the said squad, from Deadshot to Harley Quinn to Killer Croc, and unknowns such as the guy with the ropes, El Diablo.
The guy with the ropes.
His name is Slipknot. Gagong galing kaya ng music ng Ben and Ben. You get it? I hope you guys get it.
Oh my god.
Slipknot has 9 members. Ben and Ben anyway.
Anyway,
Got you, man.
which of these characters were your most favorite out of this movie, and which one were you the most disappointed by?
Shit. You want me to go first, Sub? Or
Sure, you can go first.
yeah. For me, it was Deadshot and Harley Quinn. Most disappointing one was Rick Flag, in my opinion. Like, dude didn't sell it for me in this one. Thankfully, in the second movie, he did a really good job. But yeah, for me, Deadshot I like the most. And you okay?
This is Katana. She's got my back. I would suggest not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its enemies. Oh fuck!
And everybody's like, okay,
Cool beans.
cool beans, man. Jesus.
Like he sounds like what should have been inner dialogue, but he's saying this shit out loud.
It said in the script, inner dialogue, but he just legitimately just said it out loud.
I'm so fucking. I hate this movie so much.
David H.
But-
God damn it, I said inner dialogue. What's wrong with you?
I hate
Keep
this
it.
movie so much.
But yeah, like with Jomar, the members I liked the most were Deadshot and Harley Quinn. And the one I was most surprised by was Captain Boomerang, played by
Captain Boomerang, yeah.
Jai
I
Courtney.
love it.
I was so worried about him because Jomar and I have seen Terminator Genesis, where he plays a literal robot. So I was like, this guy.
And that
First
Die
one.
Hard movie as well. That was horrible.
What Die Hard movie? There's no Die Hard movie with him.
Okay. You're
That's
shitting on his
called-
acting, man.
That's called the Nile, right there.
Yes.
You could leave it. You could just leave it, Seb, please.
Oh my god, this is the new Soldier Boy thing.
Anyway, I mean, personally, my favorite characters, in equal measure, were Capitan Boomerang, Harley, and Deadshot. Deadshot being my favorite one because he's an
Right.
assassin, and like I love his fucking dialogue with Flag at the start when he was laying down his terms for joining the squad.
Yeah.
It's like, I want my daughter to get into college, and if she got problems with her grade, like Ivy League shit, all right. If she got problems with her grades, I want you to white people that
White
shit.
people that shit. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You're a terrible motivator. L.A. Lakers, triangle, bitch. He had such good fucking lines. Like I really wanted to see more Deadshot in
Same
upcoming
here.
Suicide Squad stuff. I'm just kind of saddened by the fact that like there's nothing wrong with this, but they literally put Bloodsport in the same fucking role as Will Smith. Like, we are here so that there are black people in the world. Like
Yeah.
here's our black.
And just like Enchantress, he disappears.
the camera blacked out from me saying something cancelable. Anyway,
Good.
they're
Well,
like
it's working for us.
they're like our black mercenary couldn't make it. Can we get another one? And they're just like Idris Elba. Anyway, yeah, that's the only downside with that shot to me. I wish he could have been back for this movie. But I guess Will Smith is too busy doing a whole lot of nothing. So
Hmm.
I will
after
say,
Earth 2, maybe
Viola Davis.
not a
as
Viola Davis.
not a Viola Davis.
Bring that back.
Amazing
Yes.
amazing as Amanda Waller. Ah, she was really good as Amanda Waller.
Yes.
She's objectively like one of the best portrayals of any of the characters there. Like, if we're just talking pure accuracy, 100% Viola Davis is Amanda Waller. Like, the one to me that actually is a bit of a contrast is Jai Courtney's Boomerang.
Really?
Because he's actually a lot better than Boomerang from the comics. Like, it's like Loki from the Avengers. Like, Loki is pretty shit in the comics, but in Avengers he's great. So Jai Courtney's Boomerang is the same. Boomerang was made a million times more appealing by Jai Courtney.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with Jomer. It's like she's stripped straight from the comics, and she's a very imposing, intimidating woman. Like that scene towards the end when Captain Boomer's like, "You better give us what we want, otherwise we'll have some fun." And she's like, "Let's have some fun then." We're like, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do now?"
Yeah, she was ready to go throw down, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
more scared
yeah,
of her than
Jomar.
the Enchantress.
Yeah, I'm happy Jomar mentioned that. Didn't I mention
Yeah, that was sad, mate.
that was sad. That was
That was sad, mate.
sad. Why you gotta disrespect me, Enzo? I'm just fucking around.
That's well, Seth is our Amanda
Look.
Waller.
God no, he's our Deathstroke. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I'm the
Anyway,
force of nature that can't be stopped.
Yo, you just know that Seb has a gun underneath his desk, pointing at
No, I
Enzo.
don't. I do have this though.
oh,
Oh shit!
have you
It's
ever
not a
seen?
gun.
Have you ever seen that comic of like Deathstroke and Doomsday combined? It's like
I saw the you sent a lot of pictures to me. You sent a lot of comic book pictures to me.
thanks for clarifying. Anyway, Jesus. Anyway, so what do you guys think of the story overall? The fact that
What story?
the Enchantress is the main villain after all, surprise. But her brother Datu Talagbog
Look, I find it such a waste of opportunity. Look, Enchantress is too much of a god level tier threat. That's something that the Justice League should have taken care of, not the Suicide Squad. Joker robbing a bank or taking over a city, that would have been a Suicide Squad kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they didn't stick to that. And I will say I like the intro. I like it that they introduced these, the team like this. How Harley got into the team, how Deadshot got into the team, and especially what they could do. And I'm especially a big fan of the scene where Deadshot starts putting every bullet into one hole of his targets. That shit was sick. Not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, that's the part I don't like about the movie, the first half, because it feels like a music video to me. It's like, wow.
I mean,
Each character has their own
it's a
music.
smooth way to introduce your characters.
Sure, but like, I don't want to watch a music video once scene.
You don't like Kanye West?
That's another story for another time, sure. I got the Boomerang's music though. I was like, this fits him.
Didn't he come in a duffel bag or something?
No, when he was robbing the bank and Flash has to stop him.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah. How about you, Seb? Seb?
He's pondering.
Oh my god.
This is one of the worst stories I've ever watched. And I have watched Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Oh, man, that's boring.
This story has gone in so many useless circles. I can go on for hours on end for the number of things I think are dumb about this movie. I did like the first part. The intro parts were fun. Felt kind of like a video game or an anime. You know those parts in My Hero Academia where they're just like, Ejiro Kirishima! Like, this guy gets real hard when he has to. That kind of a deal. It reminded me of that. And I like that. Like, that was cool. But, like, past all the intro stuff, when you have to get to the nitty-gritty of the fucking story, it's so stupid. Like, why the fuck did you get a guy who's good with guns, a bitch with a bat, a guy with a fucking boomerang, a crocodude, And who else was in this?
I love his
Uh,
ad libs.
El Diablo.
like bondage guy and Latino heat to go
Uh.
against a fucking literal god. You know, like why was this the choice? Like I get that they're expendable, but they're not viable. Was Enchantress supposed to be an ally?
Yeah, she was like marketed as an ally, and then
Yeah.
it kind of went wrong.
Because
I
the
like that scene.
Rebirth Suicide Squad was much more interesting than this. You could have still put Enchantress. The comics version did it well. Enchantress is kind of like battling with the Enchantress side and the human side. So to have that kind of conflict nerfs her in a really good way. Um, and having them go against Joker, that's fucking viable. Like I could buy into that, but I can't buy into them fighting a fucking literal god who looks like she's modeled for Victoria's Secret, which she has. Um, I mean, just a shit ton of shit bothers me about this movie, but we can get into that when we've officially gotten into it. But like, this is a trash story,
It is. It
and the
is a
worst part
trash
about
story.
it is you could tell that it wasn't initially. Like you could tell that there was a good movie underneath all of this. We just never got it.
Yeah.
It was
Is there
it was
an
right
Ayer cut?
there.
There is.
Yes. Yes, apparently there is a vastly Why are you asking me this? Why are you asking someone who doesn't work for WB whether whether a movie that was never released to the public was good?
Oh, I didn't know. Bobby.
Can I
I don't
I'm
work
not
for
updated
WB.
anymore.
I am not David Ayer's best friend. I don't know whether it's good, but
You
I
could
know
be.
that it's at least significantly better than what the fuck we got. Joker should have been the villain of this movie. And if you were gonna make it Enchantress, what the fuck was the Joker doing here anyway?
Because Harley.
It's like he's just there for so that people remember that Harley is a toxic fucking boyfriend.
Since we're talking about the negatives, I would like to add on. I forgot how incoherent the action can be, even especially towards the last act. Like I can't tell what's going on between Deadshot, Harley, and El Diablo. It's like too many quick cuts. It's like this reminds me of the worst of Michael Bay's Transformers movies. Like I can't tell what's going on really.
I mean, to be fair, I would still say that the action in this movie was fun. If you're gonna say it's Michael Bay levels, you are severely undercutting the good parts of it, because I have seen Michael Bay movies and the best of Michael Bay movies because I love Bad Boys. Who the fuck is Reggie? Anyway, Michael Bay is fucking dizzying. Even when nothing important's happening, it could just be a car chase and you could see the camera go. It's like they're recording on a fucking shake weight. Like,
I'm not gonna do the motion. I'm not gonna do the motion. I made that mistake before.
it's so fucking dizzying to watch. I couldn't get through the first fucking fourth of Bad Boys because of how much fucking shaky cam there was.
We're getting off topic, mate.
No, it's not off topic because he's talking about how the action was bad. It wasn't that bad.
Right.
The composition of the action was kind of bad. I mean, the editing of the action was kind of bad, but the choreography was good. We got to see Harley do a fucking sliced bread #2 in an elevator, bro. She did Brian Kendrick's finisher in an elevator. And ended that shit with hitting him with a bat. That's cool as shit. Like, the editing may be bad. I won't disagree with you there. But the action was good. The only times where I thought the action was bad was that part where Deadshot started killing all of the fucking tumors.
Yeah.
on top of the car.
Yeah,
When he was
yeah,
thrown away.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Because he just never ran out of bullets. Like I can't quantify in my head how he's still going on with the wrist guns. Like where are the bullets coming from? His ass? They're wrist guns. He can't possibly just have like 400 rounds in these wrists, you know? It's not real, but like there's just something about it that felt very Rambo.
Like
In the
the no clip fucking shit. Not no clip. Fuck. On the ammo.
no need for
Oh, yeah.
reloads on the ammo, yeah.
Only ammo.
Like it would have been okay with me if they at least made it really fun, but like to me it was just so hard to ignore the fact that it didn't feel viable. But maybe that's just me. But yeah, I like the action. I like the choreography. I don't like the editing. But the action was technically good.
Yeah.
Um,
One scene I didn't get is when Rick Flag's team went underneath the sewers to detonate the bomb, so they could kill the thing above. Why didn't they let Croc do it? Right,
'Cause he's
they're
being
expendable.
he's being held back by the things, right?
No, wasn't he like in there with them?
Yeah.
Like
and
they're
then,
the dive team, and he was there with them.
and then they were ambushed by the things.
All right, good
Doors.
point.
And he's like, "Go ahead."
God, I'm sorry, man. I watched this like a few days ago, and I'm forgetting everything already.
It's a bad movie.
It is a fucking bad movie. Like, I feel bad for Clint Eastwood's son that he was in this. I'm pretty sure he's a good actor. Is he? I don't know. I haven't seen much of his face.
He was in Fury.
He was in what?
He was in Fury. He was the guy in the first tank that gets
Ah.
caught on fire. Poor guy.
Damn, they like killing off his son a lot, huh?
He isn't feeling lucky, punk.
No, he's not.
God damn it, David Ayer.
David Ayer hates Clint Eastwood's son. David Ayer, Clint, what's it? Scott Eastwood to David Ayer is like, what's his name? David Fillion to James Gunn.
They get him in 2 movies just to kill him off.
Yeah, we just want to fuck you up for a bit. That's your only job here.
Yeah.
Since we're still, you want to say something?
Go. No. Go.
Since we're still on the negatives, let's tackle the big elephant in the room. You know, let's talk about Joker.
Oh, I thought...
Joker.
Okay.
Joker.
Look, I was on board for a bit because I knew he wasn't serious, but it went honka honka. I'm like, oh god, I don't want that. I don't like this. It's not appealing.
What the fuck is Jim Carrey doing in Suicide Squad?
I mean, it looks like he was having fun. Maybe we just didn't see the good parts in the Ayer cut. Who knows? Because they said that there was a lot of footage of him.
There were clips in the trailer we never saw in the movie.
Which ones?
Remember that clip in the trailer where like Joker has a half burnt face?
His endgame
in the
look.
tuxedo one.
Hey.
We never get to see it. He's in the tuxedo, burnt face.
I think that was like after the crash, after the crash, I think, or something.
Yeah, but we never see that.
Yeah.
It's not in the movie. And apparently, like he shot like a full movie's worth of scenes, which means he actually might have been the villain of this movie at the start.
So corporate just wanted an ex, or is he still a Victoria's Secret model, to be the main villain?
What DC wanted, what Hamada wanted, was just Guardians of the Galaxy, but DC. So that's the only thing they were fucking after, and like, it's evident that that's what they were trying to do. But that's not the movie. You know, so like, just fucking trust your directors. If you wanted fucking James Gunn, just wait for James Gunn. You know.
Excuse me.
There are certain scenes where I like Jared Leto's Joker, and then there are other scenes where I absolutely do not like him. Like Joe was pointing out the club scene where it goes hunka hunka. I was like, I don't like that. But the Ace Chemical scene, I do So pretty I do like a bit.
Yeah, him on the helicopter, that was sick also.
Him
Not gonna lie, look,
spraying bullets.
he looked like he was really having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, spraying bullets. I was like, yeah, that looks like a Joker. Minus the stupid fucking tattoos on his face.
But how
But
do you
like,
know? How will you know he's that?
how-
So
I don't know, man. I'll never
Who made
know.
the knife circle?
I can only guess Joker.
Or did he threaten somebody to make it for him?
Did he do that all day just to lie down?
It's like it's his own like Zen garden, you know. You know, he had like that big thing.
I just have a problem with his laugh too. Ah, ah,
Hey,
ah,
hey,
ah, like someone give him an inhaler. He has asthma. It just feels like he was being really stiff the whole time. Like there's a
Yeah.
natural Jared Leto Joker underneath all of that, and I actually think he would have been the best Joker to me because there were just moments that I fucking hated so much.
and he
Just get this man some help.
got worse in the Snyder cut. I don't know how.
It's weird though, because
Actually,
it
don't
actually
think
kind
he's
of
worse
worked.
in the Snyder cut.
He was okay, except for the whole reach around thing. But
Yes,
Mm,
yes, I agree.
but like his laugh worked in the trailer. I was like, okay, I'm into it. Or I think it was just the sound editing. Who knows?
who knows?
Yeah, who knows? A lot of things were good in the trailer that weren't in the movie.
I mean, if we're talking about Jared Snyder cut scene, bro, the we live in a society speech was actually a lot better than what he actually said. I would have actually preferred he said the "we live in the society" monologue.
Mm.
But yeah, like Jared has a lot of potential as Joker. He could be the best Joker. He just has to stop having his head so far up his ass.
Yeah, he tried the whole method acting kind of deal.
Fine, but the direction he took with it was so stupid.
Oh, okay.
Like De Niro's been a method actor his whole life, and he consistently delivers.
Joaquin
Why?
Phoenix
Why
does
can't?
too.
Why can't Jardid? You know,
What?
Did I hear that
Jared.
right?
Wait, what did you say?
Jardid, Jared,
Jared Jardin? Okay.
Jardid lottery, Jared Leto. Sorry.
Moving on. We touched a bit of it of Enchantress being the last boss battle in this movie. What do you think of her overall, and what do you think of Cara Delevingne's portrayal of her?
Putang ina, parang nagpupudot siya the whole time. Motherfucker, it's just so. Like,
I really don't
why
know
is
what
she
direction
belly
they went.
dancing the whole time?
Like
Why
she
she
could
belly dancing
she could have been meditating or like in an engine set floating above the ground. That would have been fine. Why did they have to make her belly dance?
I really
Why'd
want
she
to know.
kiss the people she transformed? Did she do that with everyone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
have-
was like in
did
a
she-
line.
It's just a fucking kissing booth.
Horrible movie. Yes.
Oh, you watched those? Never mind.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway,
So Cara Delevingne was just a fucking kissing booth. Is that it?
Yeah, she was. And then she has like a very horrible STD that she passed on to the guy.
Worst fucking case of blue waffle I've ever seen.
Oh
Fucking
God, you went there.
Don't
Google
search
it.
that up, kids.
For education,
Don't do it.
do
Anyway,
it.
Don't. God damn it, Seb, stop.
the more you tell them to not, the more they'll do it.
Do it. Do it. It's for education.
Fine, fucking
It's
do
for
it.
science.
Do what he says.
Anyway, I thought she was
It's for
fine
education.
as June Moon, but as Enchantress, like, why is she belly dancing? I
Hmm.
want to know what direction she was given. Like, once you become full Enchantress, please start belly dancing. It's like, why?
I don't know.
And we're going
It's
back to
because
this,
her hips don't lie and she's starting to feel it's right.
of course.
Shakira, Shakira. No, I'm kidding.
Going back to the
Anyway,
story a bit, they were supposed to rescue Amanda Waller, who was also trapped in the city for. I found out weird. It's like
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
the story of
Wait,
we're rescuing someone.
wait, I'm losing my shit. I'm losing my shit right now. Just the thought of the transformation of June Moon into Enchantress, and once she does, you just hear Shakira, Shakira. Anyway, remember when you talk like that, you make the city go mad.
Mia's gonna have fun with the clips.
Move on and just carry on.
So
Anyway.
be wise, we'll all die. We'll
Go.
turn the city into bodies.
I'm having more fun in this one than watching the movie again. That's for sure.
Lale, lale, lale.
Anyway, the story of
Your improv skills are good, like the concept. Oh my god, I'm crying.
Shakira goes through my head every day. I had to do a Shakira joke. Anyway, let's go to the fucking question.
the story is they're trying to rescue someone important in the city, and it turns out to be a surprise. Amanda Waller herself. I found it weird. It's like, why are you still in the city? Why didn't you leave with a bus? Aren't you a lot smarter than that? Yeah, and even Rick Flag points it out. Like, why didn't you leave?
Yeah, why didn't she leave?
Yeah, why didn't she leave?
Waller, I thought you were smarter than this. She wanted to leave in style with a helicopter that could easily be shot down. But yeah.
She needed to make sure they got shot down first, so there's more movie.
But I do like the scene though, where she leaves the building and just shoots her employees. I was like, yeah, it seems about right. And Will Smith's just like, oh, that's real gangster right there. I'm like, bitchy as fuck.
Is there any more negatives you wanna talk about before we move on to the few positives we have?
Nah, for me, Amanda Waller was sick. Like, if her in a crash, like Black Hawk Down type, deal, shooting the blue waffle monsters. I don't know.
I mean, I still have more negatives to point out. Do you guys remember that fucking bar scene? The "This is where we bond" scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
All right. So there's a bit of dialogue that goes on where Harley's just talking about like how shitty of a person she is. Then Boomerang's just like, outside, you're beautiful. But on the inside, you're ugly. Then Harley's just like, we all are. Every single one of us. Except for him. He's ugly on the outside too. She points at Killer Croc. And Killer Croc goes like, because he's black, nah, shorty. I'm beautiful. Then Harley Quinn says, yeah, you are. You just said he was ugly.
Look,
You can't
what?
just take that shit back now. Not this quickly. Like
the best response she could have given is like, she could have gone like that, and that would have been fun. It would have been fine.
yeah. Why'd she say, yeah, you are? It feels like it was cut out from a different clip.
Yeah.
It's like she was responding to something else, and then they just put it there.
Yeah.
And remember when, like, she abandoned the squad
Oh.
to join Joker on the helicopter?
Mm.
Then Joker abandons her again. Then she's crying on top of the car. Then the rest of the squad sees her, and they're just cool. Why
Yeah.
are they cool? Why aren't they mad? I'd be mad.
I'll be mad too.
Like, there was no sorry from her or anything. They just accuse you bad. Like, we're just gonna forgive you because, like, you're Margot Robbie. Like, is that why they
You're a
forgave her?
poster girl.
Is that why they were? Like,
Yeah, she's a poster
like,
girl, man.
we can't stay mad at her. She's too sexy. Like, there was so much shit about this movie that didn't make sense. You have any idea how bad your movie has to be for your main villain's main big boy bodyguard to just be a worse version of the Destroyer from Thor 1?
Oh yeah, he was.
He's
It's
just the
complete
destroyer
copy
from
paste.
Thor 1.
Just
Yeah,
without the
just
armor.
a lot uglier and a lot more ethnic, a bit more racist. You know, because at least the destroyer was genderless and raceless. Like you can't tell if this guy is like from the fucking Caribbean or from the Philippines. How do you both look like a Datu and a shaman?
Can we say that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
That's not racist.
That's not racist.
Just making sure. Sorry.
Shaman isn't a slur, and
It's
Anyway.
an actual job and a rank from. Yeah, you get what I mean, right? He's just a racist version of the destroyer. He's just like, look at us, we know cultures. Like, so much of this didn't make sense. Do you have any idea how chapped Cara Delevingne's lips are gonna be after kissing a whole city? I get that she's like a goddess and all, but like that's a lot of kissing. And she really looked like she savored it. She didn't just go like, she was like making out with this fucker. This is a whole city of fuckers, and she's just like, blah, blah, blah.
take my
And
STD.
she's just doing this. She's just doing this one at a time, like just fucking tongue down your throat. Okay, you're good. Tongue down your throat. Okay, you're good. Like, there's no way to do this fast or efficiently. By the time she has her army, her jaw is gonna be sore as shit. Like, if this is her only way to transform people.
And the weirdest
This
thing is
movie's
that it's right in front of her. You know, Legends of the Hidden Temple right beside her too. Like,
Yeah, right. That's what he looks like. What's his name again?
I'm fucking.
I just call him that too.
Cara Delevingne's brother. No, don't
Yeah,
you dare disrespect our history.
What's he called in Legends of the Hidden Temple again? Omak?
Omak?
I
Omek?
don't know.
Omak? Basta
Name.
yun, that guy. The guy that goes, oh, whenever you go, whenever you go into the funk temple. This movie was just really bad. Like, none of it made sense, and all the fucking plot points went around in fucking circles from characters that were actually really well portrayed. Like, even Enchantress could have been well portrayed if they just gave her something to work with besides Shakira! But no! They just made them do a lot of shitty stuff. It's like the disappointing porn parody of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Alright. Is there any positives you can point out? Aside from Will Smith and Margot
The
Robbie?
character portrayals were really good. The character
they were.
portrayals
Yes.
were really good.
You
Pretty
could
much
tell-
all of them.
You could tell that they gave their 100%. Like
Yes.
they
Yeah.
really did, except for Rick Flag. This is
Actually, I
Katana.
also
Yeah,
have-
sorry.
I actually also have my doubts in Red Flag being bad. I think all of the bad shit in this movie was added in from the reshoots.
Yes.
Even down to this is Katana. She has my back.
He does
I
it
would
so much
just
better.
not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its enemies. Why do you smell like Vicks? Anyway,
Avengers Assemble.
Avengers assemble.
Assemble.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I hate this movie so much.
My
I
name's
hate
Matt
this
Casson.
Yeah, the cast gave their all, and especially, not especially, but Margot Robbie is to me what Robert Downey is, or what Scott is to Black Widow, and what Robert Downey is to Iron Man. Like, can't picture anyone else playing Harley Quinn right now.
I feel that way about Waller. I feel that way about Boomerang.
Yes.
I do feel that way about Harley. I don't necessarily feel that way about Deadshot, but I really like Deadshot. Because he's not necessarily accurate. He's just really entertaining. And I guess in that aspect, he's very Robert Downey Jr. Like, Iron Man's never been that interesting. Like, in the comics, he was never that interesting. He had a
He's
pretty
just
straightforward personality.
Yeah.
He's not Robert Downey Jr., you know? Like, he's charming. But, like, how you see Robert Stark? Robert Stark?
Robert Stark.
Is that it? Howard Stark. Howard Stark. How you see Howard Stark in Peggy Carter, or like when he was younger, That's how Tony is in the comics. He's not particularly interesting. But when Robert played him, he became really interesting. And that's the same deal with Deadshot here. Deadshot's cool and all, but he's not as fun as how Will Smith portrayed him.
Yeah.
So he's an improvement. Yeah. Same with Jai. Jai's so good.
Jai sold it here. I was very surprised and like, I like this character. Where was he from? Oh my god. Like,
yeah.
I was so shocked that he was getting Genesis. I was like,
I am so proud of you, Jai-Ho Courtney. You are the reason that I be Jack Courtney.
This is like one of two movies. The other one being Alita, where I like him. It's like, oh, you know.
He was in Alita?
Yeah, he was one of the competitors in Alita.
I don't remember Alita that much. Was it good?
If you don't
the
remember,
the only thing I remember about Alita is Alita herself. I love the actress; she's so good.
Yes. Yeah, I remember her and Christoph Waltz, which was magnificent. I can't the word.
Just you don't need to say they were good. Just say they were good. You don't need to say magnificent.
Magnificent. Anyway, let's move on to the verdicts. What verdict?
I have a positive attitude, Enzo. It's magnificent. Magnificent. Don't be magnificent. I'm losing it.
You're taking us all down with you, man.
Anyway, let's move on to
podcasts that I'm involved with are like the Titanic. Everyone goes down with the ship. Anyway,
what verdict would you give this movie?
I'll go first because I know Seb has a. Whew. But yeah, for me, it's a 4 out of 10. It's there are some. The reason why it's 4 is because there are some scenes that are actually legitimately good, where Deadshot with his daughter, then Batman comes up, and he surrenders himself. That's a good scene. Deadshot showing off his skills and introduction to the entire team, also really good. Then it just goes downhill from there. They didn't utilize Joker that much. Cara Delevingne with the Legends of the End Temple. It's all over the place in my opinion. That movie is just it wanted to go somewhere, but it just couldn't figure it out. But yeah,
I would go with a 3 actually. There are glimpses of a good movie somewhere in this mound of. But
yeah, wise words of.
Mounds of poops.
No. Say it the way you said it.
There are glimpses of a good movie underneath this mound of.
There we go. That's what I was asking for. It's better.
But the way the actors portray the characters, I like. Some scenes I do like, but overall, I found myself spacing out watching it this time and not really paying attention. And if a movie can't hold you for its runtime, it's not a good movie in my opinion. So yeah, 3 out of 10.
I also give it a fucking 3. I know that the Ayer cut is probably the movie I would like, but I hated this movie so much. I treat this movie like my last ex. Like, whatever good moments that were had, they will never overshadow the fact that the whole thing was just a clusterfuck. Good acting does not save a shit plot. And if the plot is shit, then it amounts to absolutely nothing. Because you're just portraying really well a really bad script. You know? That's kind of like being a really attractive person wherein your wardrobe is nothing but the shit you can buy from Crocs.
They're comfy though.
Yeah, but no one's ever looked good in them.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be Crocs. You know what the fucking analogy is. It's a bad movie with good acting.
Um,
Even Bennifer Affliction clothing was really good as Batman for those few scenes.
Did you say Bennifer?
yeah, you
Yes.
heard that right.
I'm just making sure. I'm like,
His name is Bennifer.
I'm like
Ben is short for Bennifer. And
Benji.
Affleck is short for Affliction clothing. I just hate this movie, guys.
I hate this movie.
I really hate this
I
movie.
really hate this movie.
It's a 3 out of 10, possibly even a 3 out of 100. But would I recommend people watch this movie? I would recommend you guys watch the fucking new one. If you really want to watch this movie but good, just watch Assault on Arkham.
Oh, yes. So, before we end, the question for you two is: the Suicide Squad is made of known and unknown DC villains. What would your dream Suicide Squad be with known and unknown villains?
I mean, I'm gonna save that for Seb. I'm not very familiar. I would like to see more, Batman villains in there, like Riddler, Scarecrow. I don't know. Were they in the Suicide Squad? I don't know. I don't really read comics all that much. But I would like to see them in the team. See how they work together.
For a while, the squad had General Zod in it, and
The fuck?
yeah,
How
yeah,
did
How
they
did
yeah.
they
contain
manage
that
that
guy?
How'd they manage it?
How did they contain that guy?
That's in the Rebirth comics, and they also at
Yeah.
one point had one of the Reverse Flashes.
Right,
Yeah.
right. The
Oh.
lava guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For unknowns, I would really like, since they have Polka Dot Man already, I'd really like them to use Condiment King. I don't know why. Or Kite Man.
Kite Man!
Right, man.
Kite Man would be so good.
Uh,
His death scene would just be like, Kite Man. Hell yeah. Then dies.
or a
Oh.
Superman villain I would like to see is Mr. Mxyzptlk. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I am
Shit.
very-
He's really hard to contain though, but that would actually be good.
I don't know who that is.
I'm sure you do, you just don't remember how he looks. I'll send you a picture.
Imagine Rumpelstiltskin, but way more powerful and way more evil.
So okay.
If I were to build my squad, I would still keep Harley. Deathstroke, obviously. I like Boomerang because he's funny. Bane.
Oh yeah, I would love to see Bane in
Yes,
that.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I forgot about that.
I would love to see who else. Killer Frost would be dope.
Hmm.
Uh,
Was Cheetah ever in the Suicide Squad?
she might have been. Yes, she's on Assault on Arkham.
Yes.
I mean, Croc is okay. Scarecrow would be really dope.
Hmm.
Like that guy's got a lot of fucking power, in terms of he's got the gas. But yeah, I would love to see Scarecrow. I love to see Bane, Deathstroke, Harley. Damn, these are all fucking. Well, let's balance it out. Captain Cold would be really nice.
Hmm.
I mean, it would be too overpowered at this point if I was just like Deathstroke, Eobard, Cheetah. Well, actually, this would be really viable. We're just going like, fucking A tier. Deathstroke, Cheetah, Manta, Eobard, Zod. Like just the way too powerful Suicide Squad. This is just a Legion of Doom with bombs in their neck. This is effectively just the Legion of Doom with bombs in their necks.
I think Bane was in a version of the Suicide Squad in like
Secret
a game.
Six.
And
Secret Six,
Six.
Hmm.
And in Telltale's Batman.
Mm.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, that has been our video for Suicide Squad 2016, or it will be now known as the other one, uh,
The other one.
the other Suicide Squad. Uh, tell us what you think of this movie. Do you like it? Were you one of the people who liked it, or were you one of the people who didn't like it? Be cool in the comments. Let's have a cool conversation. And you can find our page on Facebook, Geeks and Degenerates, and we also have a Discord community, and several forever be trying to catch the ball. But sure,
He's gonna hit that wall. What you talking about?
of course, of course. And Jomer has his own Instagram art account. What's it called, Jomer?
It's called Jom. Geom, all caps. I like to draw. That's all it. Nothing else.
If you're going to follow his Instagram art account, comment yes, YEOS. You can find my Instagram and Twitter. The links are down below. I'm kidding, Jomer. He does really good art.
Fuck you.
He does really good art. But yeah, you can find the links down for our Discord community and Facebook page down below, as well as my Twitter
Wait,
and Instagram.
I got something to fucking plug. If you guys are hungry,
Hey.
Oh.
if you guys want burgers, if you guys like fries, if you guys like fucking great fruit punch type fucking drinks, or if you're in the mood to get fucking nutty, you guys should go to Grill Town in Cavite. Just tremendous fucking burgers. It will be linked in the description below, right?
Of course.
Exactly. It's really great food. For the price that you would pay for in McDonald's, you will get full beef patties, no fucking extenders, all real shit, all made in house. It's so good. You will not be disappointed. Your money will be well worth it. So please do go to Grill Town. Kumain na ng burgers at Grill Town.
For foreign
I
viewers,
love that plug so much.
it's in the Philippines only. Sorry about that. You can come here when it's safer.
Yeah.
Please do visit if you're not from this country.
We'll sign your butts.
There we go. Speaking of staying safe, please continue to social distance, wear masks, get vaccinated if you can, and please stay indoors while we're still insecure if you're in the Philippines. But thank you so much for watching our videos. This has been Enzo, John, and Seb, and we will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.